Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle for those of you who are new here. And here on this channel I make mommy videos and I also vlog. But for this month, the month of November, I am going to be doing an allergy awareness series. So if you guys haven't seen any of the previous videos, I will definitely link them here in an iCard, and they will also be linked down in the description box. So for today I am going to be talking about introducing allergens to your babies. So this is something that I did with my daughter Mia Rose when she was small, and something that was important to me because I wanted to figure out early enough if she was allergic to something, especially before she kind of went to daycare. And there is some research that says that by introducing your baby to certain common allergies as when they start solid foods does help to decrease the chances that they will be allergic to something. So I will leave links to some of the research that I looked at in the description box so you guys can check it out for yourselves. And I definitely encourage you guys to not just take my word, as it is, or as, the be-all end-all, because it certainly isn't. This is just based off research that I've done, things that I've experienced, but I definitely encourage you guys to go out there and to, do your own research, talk to your doctor, talk to your pediatrician, and get all that information and then make the decision that is best for you and your family. The first thing when it comes to introducing allergens to your babies is that you should introduce the allergens when your baby is starting their solid foods. So you should include those common allergens just so you can kind of see if there is a reaction, or you can kind of help to maybe prevent an allergy to a certain food. So some of the examples are eggs, peanuts, dairy, tree nuts, soy, sesame, wheat, and seafood. So those are some of the things you can start introducing when you introduce them to solids. Number 2 is, once you've introduced this allergen to your baby, you should continue to give them this at least maybe twice a week. There are studies that say that trying an allergen and not continuing to eat it could cause an allergy to be created. So you want to try and always kind of give it to them consistently. So once you maybe say try peanuts or peanut butter, maybe try and give your baby peanut butter twice a week. Try to give them eggs twice a week, and kind of slowly incorporate that into their regular diet. Number 3 is to introduce the food in small amounts. Because you don't know if your baby is allergic to it, you don't want to give them an overwhelming amount. You don't want to kind of overload their system. So you want to give them a small amount each time to then monitor and see what the reaction is. You can mix it into their food. So maybe it's something that they won't eat on its own. So let's say if it's wheat, you can use like a wheat-based cereal that you're giving them, and you're going to mix in maybe some apples with it. Or if you're going to be giving them, same thing with dairy, maybe you do some dairy, some breast milk in the rice cereal or something like that. And that can kind of help for them to just get small amounts. And over time, you'll want to gradually increase the amount that you are giving them. Another tip is that if you are not ready to just really feed it to them by kind of spoonfuls or however you plan on introducing it, you can also rub a little bit of it on the inside of their lip, and that will also kind of give them the taste and flavor of it if they won't completely ingest it. It does give them the taste and the flavor before you feed it to them, and also you'll kind of be able to see from that if they are going to have a reaction from that small amount. Number 4 is, if you see any kind of severe reactions, that you should call 911. If you see a few of these reactions, so if you see swelling of their lips, eyes, or face, if they have hives, welts, or a change in behavior, like if they're very lethargic, or they're just very sleepy, or if you see any change in your baby's regular behavior, if you see any signs of anaphylaxis, if your baby is having difficulty breathing, if they're pale, if they're kind of floppy, like their body is just completely limp, or if you see that their tongue is starting to swell, these are signs that you need to call 911, because that shows that your baby is actually having an allergic reaction to that food. So that is so important, more than anything, is that you are monitoring your baby closely after giving them a common well-known allergen. Also, when you are introducing the allergens, or any baby foods for that matter of fact, you're always looking for allergies as you introduce solids. Make sure that you're giving them time between introducing another item. So if this week, say, you are introducing your child to peanut butter, make sure that you're not giving them peanut butter and blueberries that they've never had in that same span of days. You want to kind of see, so you can isolate what it is that the baby is having a reaction to, so you know to avoid that, or later take it to your pediatrician and kind of talk to them about what is going on with that certain food. It is important that you're replacing a food that your baby is allergic to with a nutritionally equivalent food. You want to make sure that there's an equivalent. So if your child does show signs that they are lactose intolerant, and they've not shown any reaction to soy, maybe you would replace it with a soy milk. You want to make sure that you are replacing their dairy with something else, so that they are getting the vitamins and all the nutrition that they need from their food. That is it for this video on how to introduce allergens to your baby. If you guys have a child who does have an allergy or had an allergic reaction when introducing solids, I'd love for you guys to leave a comment down below, and kind of, if you're comfortable, share kind of what the signs and symptoms were, or how you realized that your child was allergic. I think that will be extremely helpful to the community and to other parents who are doing this for the first time. And if there are some things that you do after you found out they're allergic to something, leave that down in the comment section. So if there is a food that you have replaced, maybe give some examples of things that have worked for you, because this is a community where we want to share and encourage others, and help our fellow moms, our fellow parents out there as much as possible. So I'd love it if you guys would do that. If you guys are not already subscribed, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so that you can see when the next video in this series is going to come out. Also, as always, the link for the Fate Initiative and for the GoFundMe page is always linked down below. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, or you haven't checked it out in a little while, check down there to see if there are any new posts on their Facebook page, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.